Demi Gaming here, and do you want to mass farm wheat, carrots, or potatoes, but you don't want to go ahead and just manually harvest all that wheat or crops? Well, have you ever thought about a semi-automatic wheat farmer? Basically what a semi-automatic wheat farmer does. This, my good friend, is a semi-automatic wheat farmer. As you can see, it's a lot of wheat. Right now there is no wheat on that, but if we went ahead and pressed this button, all this water comes out like that and basically washes the wheat away. And as you can see, basically it all goes in there, and then you would go down there, basically down here, and you get your wheat. Alright, so I've got this chest here full of supplies. Basically this is everything you will need to make it. Note, you do not need diamond tools. I just have diamond tools because it's easier. Anyway, basically first off, you're going to want to find a nice area of ground. You may have to go ahead and get rid of half that stuff, but basically we're going to take our dirt and we're going to take a diamond shovel. Basically you want to build 7 blocks length, 7 blocks wide. So you want to count also, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should do. You want that wide, and then you want to go about 8 blocks wide. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 blocks wide. So basically go ahead and match up to what you got, and then come in and close it off. Alright, so we got our 8 blocks wide. Basically this is looking good. This is looking good in my opinion. Now you want to fill it all in with dirt. Just fill it all in with dirt. Alright, so once it's filled like this, it should look something like this. Now basically, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to widen it by, I would say, 2 more. Just add 2 more on. There's a reason why we're doing this, and that is basically for the water. So basically widen it, and now it should look something like this, and you should have 38 out of 2 stacks of dirt left. Now, as you can see, it looks okay, I guess. No, you can actually build it higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, as high as you want, as long as you got the dirt for it. You could do it, we're doing it 2 layers. So 1 down here and 1 here, like the one over there. Now you could do it 4 layers or 10 layers or 100 layers. Basically you can make it as far as you want, maybe even, I don't know, 1,000 layers. Basically, as long as you want, but we're doing 2. Basically you want to get some droppers, and you want to place them like this. So the dropper thingy, it looks kind of like a face, is looking that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, looks like I got mine too far, so you only need, so all this can go. Alright, so it should look something like this actually. Now what you want to do is you want to go like right here, and you want to just dig it all out. You want to dig it all out. So it looks something like this, basically a trench. But then you want to go ahead and just have it like this. You want to have it like this. It looks something like this. Basically you want it to look like this. I guess you could do like this. You know what? Like this, like this, like this. It actually works out better. Alright, then you want to dig down here, and then you want to dig about 8 long 8 long, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And basically, yeah, you want it like that. I don't know what I was saying before. And basically 8 long, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I dig too far there. Alright, there we go. So it should look something like this. Okay, so you should have something like this. Now, what you want to do before continuing is you want to go ahead and just dig a hole like that. Basically like that, and just pour it with water. Basically, you want to dig a 4x4 water supply and fill it up with all your buckets. So it looks something like this. Basically, what happens there, if you go ahead and get water from it, infinite water supply, pretty handy. You'll need the infinite water supply going forward, so you'll always have water with this hole or whatever it is. Anyway, with that, you want to go ahead and you want to pour water into the trenches. You basically want to pour water into the trenches, and it should just flow into the trenches like that. And basically, you want to get as much water as possible, and just go ahead and fill it all up. Alright, and it should look something like this. The running water is okay. As long as you got an infinite, it'll be fine as long as you got an infinite. Basically, it should look like this. It should really look like this. It's gonna look better once you get started. Anyway, the next thing you want to do is you want to get, with your buckets of water that you had before, you should have had, before you started, a total of 9 buckets of water. Basically, we used one of the buckets, but we put the water in all these dispensers. So basically, you want to put the water in all of the dispensers, just one in each dispenser. And it should look like that, all the water in the dispensers, and you should just have a bucket left. Okay, so next thing you want to do is you want to build 2 holes like this, and basically all the way down, basically 3 holes deep. So it looks something like this, and we just need this to get out, and basically it should look like that. Alright, so it makes a double chest, and then what you want to do is you want to get your hoppers, and basically place them above the chest, shift clicking, always remember shift clicking, and it should look like this. Pretty neat, huh? And then you want to get your shovel, and you want to go ahead and you want to dig 4 wide that way, and you want to dig the rest, which should be 3. And if you dig any extras like that, just fill them up with dirt, and it should look like this. It should just really look like this. And you can also already take that out like that. So it looks like this. Basically it should look like this, but fill that up so you don't get water in it for now. Anyway, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and get your water, infinite supply right here, and basically pour 2 waters in it. Not fill it up. You'll see why in a second. Basically like that, so it's running. So when the water comes out of the dispensers, it rushes down and it picks up all the wheat, and the wheat lands in here and just goes in. Now basically what you want to do next, is you want to get 2 slabs like this. Basically like this. And just basically go ahead and cover all that water up. You don't want to see that water. Basically what this does is it stops the water from... Also you can just place one here, and so like this, pretty much like this. Just be careful how you place, because you'll have to go ahead and mine it. Just make sure you face... Get away, dirt. And now for this bit. And just to check that our water is Infinite, yes, our water is infinite as you can see here. So it's all good. So basically what that does is it makes the water infinite, and it will keep the lower, it should keep the lower layer infinite also. Basically all the water does is the water hydrates the soil. Basically that's all the water does. The water is probably the second most important part of the thing. So yet again you want to get water go away, and you want to place it all like this. The water should stay infinite, and I need more slabs. Bump, bump. And finally like this. And for this here you can just go ahead and place it like that. Basically that hides the water up from this side. Basically we'll be placing slabs all over here on the side, so you can just do it straight away. Or even better yet, like what I did before, and bum, bum, bum. But yeah, we'll be placing like one layer of slabs like right on the outside of it, something like that, but we won't do that yet. Anyway, it should look like this. It should really look like this once you're done. And trust me, that looks good. That looks good. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. There's no way those dispensers can work. Okay, so what you want done next is you want to mine all these out. Mind you, water's going to come out. It's only natural. And you want to go ahead and just place slabs all the way down on the outside, right under the... You want to place slabs all the way down right under the dispensers, just so it looks more professional. Something like this. It should basically look like something like this right now. And then you want to get repeaters. You basically want redstone repeaters, and you want to place one at the back of every single dispenser. Every single dispenser. And it should look like that, and we'll get rid of this. Alright, so it should look like this. And now, what you want to do is basically, you want to get the redstone dust, and you want to connect it to all the repeaters. And it should look like that. We're going to cover all this up. All this is getting covered up. Now, also, I have this dark oak button. You don't have to use a dark oak button. You can use any button you want. I like dark oak, and we're just going to place it right here. We're going to place it. What you want to do, you want to dig from there, and then you want to dig all the way up here. And you just want to dig all the way up here. We're going to dig deeper down. We're definitely digging deeper down. But you want to dig all the way, just so you get an idea of where it's going. And it's a good idea to clear these out also, just so you got more room to maneuver. And then you want to come over here, and you want to dig another 2 down. Actually, you know what, you want to dig 1 down, 1 down, I don't know why I said 2. Alright, and then you want to dig all the way across here. And dig these out, and leave these like this. So it should look like something like this. It should really look something like this. As you can see, something like this. Now you want to get the redstone dust. This is the very most important part. You know what I said about it being there? You don't want it there. Basically, I screwed up. Sorry, my bad. You basically want it. You basically want it like this. And yeah, I really screwed up. I apologize for that. I deeply apologize for that. Basically, you want that there. And you want to get this button. Giving you button. And why do I have 2 buttons? And you want to place it there. You want to place it like that. That's actually what you want to place it like. So forget what I said about placing it right there. Basically, if you place it right there, water's going to come out. And tip how not to place it. Alright, anyway. Once you got it like this, you want to place a dirt block right here. or even better yet, slabs. Why slabs? Because I don't know, I like slabs. And you want to look like this, and you basically want to place redstone here, and then here, and then here, and now you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then when you get to 14, you want to place when you get to 14, you want to place a repeater. So basically every 15, and then you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you want to, basically there's not enough here to get 15 redstone, so you want to place a repeater, and then you want to go ahead and place just a couple more, and it should look something like this. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Looks pretty good. Actually, I think that looks great. I think that looks great. Now basically that should work. Let's just test now. Now what you want to do is you want to cover it all up. You want to cover it all up. So basically, cover it all up. And then you want to, once you've covered up the redstone path, basically you can get rid of these. You can really get rid of these. And just place down regular dirt. You shouldn't have any of these because you should be building on a super flat area. But I wasn't building on a super flat area. So just hang on for a second. And now you just want to go ahead and just cover it all up. Hopefully I don't need more stone slabs. Alright, it should basically look like this. It should really look like this once you're done. Now, you can fill these up so it looks nice and smooth. So we're going to fill these up. And basically... Okay, now the real test comes, the fun part. Tilling the land. Basically you want to till all the way. Basically like this. As you can see, the water will get hydrated. It should get hydrated. As you can see, yep, see it's getting hydrated. And you can tell by those darker areas of soil that I've tilled. It will slowly all get hydrated. It is all getting hydrated. And if you've got any tall grass, just attack it with the hoe to get rid of it. I didn't fully get rid of all the tall grass, but you want to get rid of the tall grass. And once you do, it looks way much better. Now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and plant your crops. You can use potato, carrots, or wheat. Any of those following ones work. Basically, you want to do it all up. So basically it looks something like... So now we're going to test it. Basically our crops are growing. We're going to pretend that it's wheat and that there's ones up on the top. I don't have enough. Actually, hang on, I got one more seed left. Hang on. There we go. Alright, now we're going to pretend that it's actually wheat. We're going to pretend that it's actually wheat and it's a full bounty of wheat. Basically we're going to hit this and test it. Does it work? Yes, it works! Now, as you can see, it's washing all the wheat away, or in our case, the seed. Also, you can build fences up here, so it doesn't go ahead and get in. And also, what that also does is it stops mobs from getting in there and treading all over your soil. So, remember that. That's why I got fences on my one over there. But fences are optional. And as you can see, it is putting all... I know I got redstone here. I tested it with redstone before. I'll just take that redstone. But it is, as you can see, majority of the seeds, because one we picked up, but it all came through the hopper and got stored in the chest. So, pretty much, in retrospect, a very, very fun way to do farming. And see, if you hit the button again, the water goes away, like as if it was never there. And also, basically what it does is it fills the buckets back up. The buckets actually get filled back up. So you don't need to take those buckets ever out ever again. No, you could probably also do it with lava. You probably also could do it with lava, but then you would burn your crops. It probably does work with lava. Like, you know, idea I'm throwing about traps where someone steps on a pressure plate and then lava comes out and burns them alive. Like, interesting ways to protect your base. But more so with this, to be honest, you probably could make it fully automatic, because it's just semi-automatic, as you have to hit a switch to actually go ahead and get it done. You actually have to hit a switch, which is basically... You can also use levers. Fun fact, you can also use levers. But basically this happens once you do it, as you saw before. And it throws up all the wheat. And personally, it's fun just pressing it. Like, being honest on this, pressing it. That's pretty much the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, as I am doing now Minecraft how-tos, as you saw by this video. No, I have done builds before, but they were builds, not how-tos. And anyway, make sure you like and subscribe. I do gaming news. I also do game reviews. I do how-tos. I do a Let's Play series. Please support my Let's Play series. And I also do... basically... gaming news. I don't know if I said gaming news, but that's basically what I do. And basically I cover a lot of games on this channel. The main game is Minecraft, of course. Minecraft will always be the main game. But I do cover a lot of games, especially with the game reviews, buying AAA games and just playing out with them. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but you can stick trapdoors and ladders here. You don't need it looking like mine. Mine looks horrible. But pretty much, oh yeah, also, if you want, it's just an idea to throw out there. You could probably build a room in, like, the little room down here, like, expanded. Like, not that way, of course, but, like, this way. And build a room with more chests and basically store all your... and a crafting table, of course, so you don't have to leave the room. And basically make all your bread down there and store wheat and store bread and stuff. Ideas! Pretty much ideas at this point! Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was actually a very fun video. I'm going to be honest, I never built with redstone before, so this is my first time building. That one over there is actually my first redstone building. No, I actually did build one before. I'll show you right now before I go. It failed. It basically failed. This is the correct... This is the machine I built before. Basically, it failed. In case you're wondering how it failed, basically what happened is I didn't went ahead. There's no water there, so things can't flow, but my idea was to get them up as they come down. But it don't work. It don't work. See, it don't work. It don't work. Basically, what I did wrong is the back redstone here. I didn't realize after I built it. The back redstone here isn't hooked up to that redstone. So that redstone is doing nothing. The powers is sitting there going, oh, we're gonna go. So anyway, I'll catch you all next time. Pretty much, I'll see you around. As always, this is Demi how toing.